This is a twofold. First, to see how the video app on my brand new iPad is working, and secondly, just a quick review of The Hobbit. I just came back maybe about a half hour ago from seeing it, and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna have to think more about it to give my final opinion. But overall, I thought it was good. I can understand why some reviewers are complaining that it may be a little overlong in parts. But I didn't have a problem with it, and I didn't have a problem with the visual at all. I thought it was great. There were a few scenes where, especially when you first see Rivendell, I'm reminded of that scene from Monty Python and Holy Grail when they first come upon Camelot, and one of the knights says, "Oh, it's only a model." 'Cause it really doesn't look real. It looks like a big matte painting. And there are a couple of scenes like that. Nothing as obvious as in, oh God, what was it? The second film of the trilogy, when Gandalf and the Fellowship are running across the bridge, and they go from being realistic to almost obvious animated characters, which didn't work. Here, I thought the CGI was really good, except in a couple of scenes. I don't know if what are they called? Walks? The giant wolves that the orcs ride. I feel bad that I don't remember my Tolkien-esque, my Tolkienese as much as I should. But anyways, overall, I think the film was great. I'm glad that they brought back Elijah Wood. Just briefly in the beginning, you see him, and I'm so bad with actors' names. The actor who played Bilbo in the trilogy, back as the older Bilbo. Everything was just great. I don't have a problem with it. I don't think I have a problem with it being turned into 3 films. Although after we've seen the second one, I'll probably have a better idea. Whether or not I say, well, you know what? Maybe they just put a little too much in there. I should probably have gone back and reread The Hobbit in its entirety before seeing the film, but I didn't. I listened to the BBC did I think a 4 or 5 part radio adaptation years ago, and I listened abridged, of course. And I listened to that on audiobook, and so some of the stuff was familiar, and some of it won't be seen until the next 2 films. But anyways, I give it. I would say I like it almost as much as I did the first of the Fellowship of the Rings. I like it almost as much as that. But I guess you sort of go in going, when are they going to stop it? I wonder what comes next and where they're going to end it. I thought they picked a good ending You know, there are a number of escapes and fights and battles, and we come upon a scene where the characters see the Lonely Mountain for the first time, or actually see it again after all these years, and of course Bilbo sees it for the first time. I thought that was a good ending to it. I liked it. I'm looking forward to the next two. Apparently there was Regal Theater where I saw it. They were having some sort of a technical issue with some of the previews. So about half the previews, it's almost like they're showing it through this reddish lens. I guess they put the lens on. Or I guess it's, you know, for this real 3D, but it was really disconcerting. And anyways, a couple of people from the audience went out to double check, and they told us that once the film started, it would go back. It actually came back in time for us to. Fortunately, there was an animated a new animated film called Crudes, which I guess sort of these Cro-Magnon family that goes on a journey. It probably doesn't give a real good, but it's you know, it looks cute. It looks like another you know, family kind of film. And then they had the preview for Superman. Now, I've seen the trailers that they've had on YouTube and on the web, which were okay. The first one really left me lacking, left me cold. The stills that I saw of Superman in his outfit were just like, it looked ugly. But actually seeing it up on the screen in the 3D, the film looks good. I have to admit it. I'm intrigued, and I think they're going with, again, they seem to be going with a darker Superman. Probably not as dark as you know, the Batman films, but it was good. So I was intrigued by that. Oh God, there was the After Earth with Will Smith and his son. Looks okay. You know, I don't know that I would go to see it in a theater. And then there's a new Tom Cruise sci-fi film. He plays another character called Jack. And I think the film's called Oblivion or something like that, a science fiction story, which doesn't look bad. One film I did seem intriguing is a movie called Warm Bodies, which is actually a zombie movie. I don't know if it's based on a book. The premise being that, you know, zombies are zombies, but one particular zombie has, even though he has the desire to eat flesh, he has some memories and is able to basically he's changing. He's becoming less violent, and he can still speak. And anyways, I don't know if it's based on, maybe, considering the age of the characters, maybe based on some sort of a YA novel, but it's called Warm Bodies, and it looks good. So I'm sort of intrigued by that. And that about sums it up. Oh, also just really quickly watched the Doctor Who Christmas special, and it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of humor in there, and there's scary parts, and snowmen can be pretty scary if they're done right. Oh, excuse me, not enough caffeine, I guess. But anyway, I highly recommend The Hobbit. As people say, you might want to use the facilities before the movie starts, and I wouldn't, if you do get the large soda or even a medium, depending on the theater, I wouldn't be drinking too much of it because by the end credits, you know you pretty much got to move it. Oh, also, and this is not a spoiler, but unless you're a real fanatic like I am about reading the credits and seeing who did what and at least some of that, or feel that these people did a lot of work, you should sit through them. There's nothing on at the end. It's not like one of those films where all of a sudden at the end you see like a trailer for what's going coming up next. It just simply the credits and then it ends. So that's it. Anyways, thumb up, and whoa, I'm going for 3D here. Okay.